Bullshit guys, hey, thanks for dropping by. Today I'm going to do my first ever action figure review. I'm going to open it up, have a look, see all the little pieces. I mean, there's so many reviews out there. I just thought that, maybe I'll try this. Do it for myself, really, and see what comes out on the back end. I'm paying around $300 to $320 Canadian dollars per figure. So when I display it, I feel it's important that that price is reflected in the product. And how I do that is I keep my figures one per shelf. It's more of an art piece for me than an action figure collection. There's a lot of space around it, but I think it deserves the one shelf. The one figure deserves the one shelf. It has more of a presence. I feel that if you have two or three, let's just say 3 to 4 figures on a single shelf, it looks affordable. You know, your cousins, your friends, and everything could come by and say, hey, that looks great, but it looks affordable. These are not affordable. These are the high-end stuff, guys, and we know that, and I need that represented in my display case. Alright, let's open this up. I don't think I'll get into the packaging, but there it is. Look, I might have version 2.0. It has the small mask. That's a joke. Come to Daddy. Take some time, folks. Let's have a look. Can you see that? There you go. I'll take out this information right here, this stuff, and I'll pull it up. For the first time, wow, it's very nice. Just having a quick look at it, guys. Seeing it for the first time with my own eyes. I've seen lots of images on the forums and YouTube videos, but it's kind of nice to see it for yourself, and just kind of look at everything here. Not sure if I want to get into the articulation and all that stuff, or the fabric. I just want to play around with it and maybe show you guys what I'm seeing here. Ooh. Looks great. Looks great. I think once I get into a more of a realistic pose, then it might blow me away even more, right? Something that's more dramatic, like, hey boy, I want you. I want you. The monster mash. You can do the monster mash. I want you. Now, we already know that the back here is magnetic, and there's a magnetic feature here and there, but it does come with these little, the little areas right here to hook onto. And I'm just curious, maybe I should just try it, hook it up, and then put it on the magnet. Because if you put it on the magnet right now, it looks open. You can see that it looks a little bit open. I just want that realistic effect. So I might connect the hooks and see what happens. So that might take me an hour, folks. Be back. So half an hour later, with the help of tweezers, I'm done. Quick FYI, guys. I think I better read this. Now, there's been some discussions on the forums about the wonky base. Now, let's see if mine is wonky. Ready? I guess it is. I do display my bases. This base is a big selling feature for me. I like it when they have different bases. I love the Snowtrooper, and I like this one. Actually, I thought they were going to be the same one, the Snowtrooper in this, but it's different. And there are some blue highlights in between the snow that, I don't know, give it a good look. Quite happy with it, actually. I love when it says stuff like this, you know. Star Wars Snowtrooper, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think the one thing I'm disappointed with the recent upcoming release of the Force Awakens R2-D2 is that it doesn't have a base. It doesn't have anything R2-D2 like. It would be nice to just put R2-D2 there, put him on a stand. Now, there's not much that comes with this figure. The blaster, the backpack, the canister, and a few sets of hands. But I don't mind that because, you know, everything that's essentially here is what you're going to display it with. There's nothing that's going to keep in the box. I have a lot of DX figures. I love my DX figures. I miss the DX experience, but there is a lot of things that come with the DX that ends up staying in the box. I don't display everything with my figure. A lot of it's coming, which is great because I mean later on if you want to mix it up you can pull it out. But in the case of the Snowtrooper, it's fine. Whatever this comes with, I'm completely happy with, and I'm happy that I'll be displaying it all with it. There's one thing with YouTube reviews, sometimes I find it kind of odd, is when they review their accessories and they say, well, you get a backpack with it, and you get a blaster with it, and you get a canister with it. You don't get, it's included. You pay for it. So it's not like it's coming free. It just sounds like, well, these are the extras that you get with it. No, it's not the extras. You pay for it, man. So I brought it back downstairs to my den, played around with it and posed it, and came up with this shot. Kind of like it. It's kind of captures movement a little bit with the feet. Of course, you can see that I've posed it with the AT-AT, the Hasbro AT-AT. Actually, it's a nice figure. It's fantastic. It's a great piece for my display case. You can see my display case is behind us, or behind you, with a lot of the images. So I'm going to find a home for it in there. Try to find a spot where I think it might suit it. Continues all the way, keeps continuing, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Right. So what are my thoughts? Well, my thoughts are that this is a really nice piece. It's not a, I don't think it's like a showstopper where, you know, unlike the actual individual human sculpts where you can say, wow, look at that. I think this is a great second tier piece maybe. Not everybody will know what a Snowtrooper is, but for the fans like us, it's fantastic. Alright, I've got the Snowtrooper posed with the Snowtrooper. You know what, I was wrong. The bases are exactly the same, just of course a different plastic, different color. The snow has the blue highlights, and the sand does not. I actually just recently changed the pose on the Snowtrooper. Alongside my sideshow Boba Fett. Boba Fett with the modifications of the Hot Toys belt and the Hot Toys jetpack. I'm very happy with this figure. There was a time where I was going to basically sell this one and purchase the Hot Toys version, but when I went to the store, I brought this one along with me to trade, and the store had the Hot Toys Boba Fett on display, so I was able to compare both of them side by side. And in the end, I said, look guys, you know what, I'm going to keep it. I actually enjoy the color contrast of the Empire Strikes Back version better than the Return of the Jedi. I thought the Return of the Jedi was a little too dark. But I did decide, I said, okay, I'm going to keep this, bring it home, but I'm going to go on eBay, buy the belt, and buy the jetpack. And so I did. Did some modifications to the back. I know there's people out there that are like, no, you can't use that backpack. I don't care. There it is, guys, up on the shelf. Again, Bo's rules. One figure per shelf. I'm not sure if that's going to be its actual home right now, because we'll see how it looks. I don't know how it looks right now beside the Sand Trooper. But that's one thing about the display which I really like. It's almost like a bonsai tree. You can move it around, you can prune it here and there, whichever you like. If you don't like the position of a certain pose, then you can repose it, just like trimming a bonsai tree. So yeah, this is my version of a Japanese bonsai tree. So what's next? Maybe the Hoth Leia, I don't know. Again, wait for Ripley. Then after Ripley, we wait for the Blitzway, Peter Venkman, and Rey. Those guys should be replacing these guys. Wait, what's this? Is that 2 per shelf? Yes, with my Ghostbusters, I like to keep them 2 per shelf. But I know that when I get the Blitzway, I'm only getting 2 really. I'm just getting Venkman and Rey. I might split them up somewhere, one on one end, one on the other. That way, just maybe have more of a pow individually than together. I definitely enjoy this figure. I think it's fantastic. It's going to be, I'm very happy to have it in my collection. Again, it was probably between this and Yoda. Like so many of us, we're still waiting on that Ripley figure. But in the meantime, Snowtrooper, Yoda came out. I was going back and forth. I decided to pass on Yoda. I've seen it in person. It's great. The closed sculpt eyes is fantastic. But I feel that because it was a puppet, it needed to be a DX or the Pier system. I had to have those eyes moving here and there just to show that emotion. Eyes are also part of the articulation, and I think that's where the Yoda lost it. So I think that that might be it, guys. Again, this is my first action figure. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it a review or an unboxing. I would just call it my thoughts. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I've done a few DIY DVD covers to picture frame wall arts that you can also check on my channel. Take care, subscribe, enjoy your day.